Hmm. No, we can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Does it work?
There you go. We heard
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
We heard that. So
Okay. How you guys been?
pretty good. How about you?
All right.
Yeah, I've been doing good too. I also been experiencing that same weather too. Like 2 days ago, it was like literally raining hail, and it sounded like it was gonna break our windows.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I know. And then today it was like raining, but then when the rain would like touch something, it would freeze
Huh.
and turn to ice.
Yeah. Yeah. It
Yeah.
was. It's been weird. It's been weird weather. That's for sure. And
Yep.
I'm looking at the next 5 days, and they're not showing anything above 30, 35 degrees here. But we usually don't warm up till about April or May. So
Okay.
it's not unusual to have you know cold weather up until then. But we might get some days here or there that are warmer. It's
Yeah,
like
me too.
it's like a tease. Oh wow, it's 60 out, and then the next day it's back to 20.
It was weird weather here. I don't know how, when, whatever. All knows that it was like almost 70s, 80s, like a couple of weeks ago, and then all of a sudden it dipped down like a roller coaster.
Yeah, that's weird. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started, and then we're recording it anyway. So if anybody misses anything, they can just go back and listen to the video. Um, I wanted to start out by reminding us to bump the server. We don't seem to be doing it. Do we? Does everybody know how to bump the server? I know you know,
Yeah,
Gamer.
I
I
know
think
how
so.
to.
Okay, so what do we need to do? Send out reminders or?
Um, yeah, I think like every now and then probably like send reminders out, like
Okay.
maybe on the announcements.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we can do that. Um, while I got you here, um, I got this idea that came to me a few nights ago, and we're actually going to be changing up our whole format on Thursday nights. It's no longer going to be just like a Bible study. It's going to be more than that. It's going to be like a talk show. You're going to have to follow. You're going to have to follow me on this idea. Um, so what we're going to do is we're going to make it more interactive for young people to come to, because our audience on here is mainly all young people. So what I want to do is utilize you guys to help me create each week. We're going to produce through using the Discord web. We're going to use the same website, web conference feature, but we're just going to be doing what we call segments. We're going to hit on topics that are relevant to young people today. Um, so, what I need your help with, especially Ruby, since you're young, and I'm going to poll and get feedback from all you guys. What kind of a topic would you like to have us discuss? And write them down and let me know. And I know one of them we're going to do is we're going to do a topic on the dark web, because it's very dangerous how these kids are getting sucked into this dark web stuff and sites and whatnot. So we're going to do different topics, but how we're going to work it is we're going to open up with what the topic is, then we're going to do a music video. It's all going to be from a Christian worldview. We're not going to do anything that's just worldly, or everything is going to be still very biblical and everything like that. We're going to do a question and answer segment where people can ask questions and we're going to answer them live. Then we're going to do maybe a funny video segment. And this is where you guys can actually submit a video, something that you think is funny, whatever, and we'll play that during the segments. And we're gonna do, and these are just ideas. You got to understand, we're not saying this is exactly how we're gonna do it, but these are just ideas.
Yeah.
And then Game Warrior is gonna have a part. What do you think, Game Warrior?
Wait, what?
How would you like to do a game review segment?
A game review?
Yeah, where you review a game or some game that you like or whatever, just something, we'll throw that in there. 5 minutes, whatever.
Probably, I'll think about it.
All right, and then, like, say we're doing a topic on teenage suicide, right? So what I'm going to do is look for, like, maybe a Christian actor or a Christian music artist that has done something on that, and we'll have them as a guest video in the time. So they'll do like whatever, we'll just do like a 5 or 10 minute guest video thing. And then we might do like poll questions, ask people different things. So basically, in a YouTube, TikTok era, we're not going to, there's a difference between conforming to the world and becoming worldly, and using methods that are more cutting edge and more relevant to where our audience is. And I have nothing. We're still going to keep our Friday night prayer and our Sunday church. We're not touching that. That's still going to be the way it is. All I want to do is have one night a week where we shoot for trying to reach out more to the youth with something more youth friendly. And I think doing it this way, because all we would have to do now, obviously we're not going to be doing some, real highfalutin production. We don't have that kind of time, resources, or anything. But what we're going to simply do is just be, having different people come on during the segment and maybe talk or whatever. And then we'll switch between me being on the video to having like we do screen shares. It'll just be screen shares throughout the service, and that's kind of the idea that I have. It's totally going to revolutionize our Thursday night, because I think it will become a hit and be more effective in reaching people that are in this age group that we're trying to reach. Sound good so far?
Yes, it does sound good. Sounds like a good idea.
We could even use TikTok, videos, as long as they're not bad, funny. I've seen some good videos, or just, anyway, I saw a bunch of bear videos the other day that were awesome. Black bears and stuff, like swimming in pools, and I think pet videos, those kinds of things. But where I'm gonna, probably get help from you guys is, like, maybe, you could queue up videos for me or come up with video ideas. I'll give you the topic that we're going to be doing. Choosing the topics is going to be the hardest part of this. I mean, we could easily just do Bible topics all the time. I mean, that's easy. But to try to pull topics that actually reach out to where young people are, I think that's a little bit more time consuming for me as far as coming up with topics. That's why I'm looking to you guys to help me with ideas. I mean, you might see things in your school or in, your world that troubles you, and you might want us to do a topic on that. And so whatever that topic would be, the whole show would focus on the topic at hand. So it think MTV back in the day when it was like when they had like the talk show with music and stuff. But think of it now more like in the age that we're in now with YouTube and TikTok and all that stuff, making it more quick, segmented. So it's not like, and again, I'm not opposed to coming and doing a Bible study and a prayer and singing. That's fine. But it actually came to me when I was watching something on TV, and they were talking about the dark web and how these teenagers are getting sucked into this stuff, and some of them are being kidnapped and trafficked and stuff like that. It's really tragic. So I wanted, it hit me like, man, there's real stuff going on out there that affect young people today. We need to be touching on those things. When I first came on here, we were doing that to some degree. And then I kind of got into where I was just, and again, I'm not opposed to doing Bible studies. I don't want you to think that. I love, do that all day long. But I want a different format. And so this whole thing came to me in a time of prayer. And I think it's going to be good. Hey, Tentia, welcome. So, again, I'm looking at maybe sometime in March. It's not going to be something that I'm going to launch tomorrow or anything. It's going to take time to get this together. It's going to be a little more work for me. It's easy just to put a Bible study together and come on here, but to do a show setting where we do different segments, we're not going to have music intros and all that like a production. We can't do that, but we can do screen shares and cut it up with some screen shares and topics and things like that, questions and answers, things of that nature. If that stage platform out here ever gets video chat and whatnot, that might be a good platform for this. And screen share ability, it would be a good platform, but I don't think they have that yet. Okay, so the next thing is on the chat. I wanted to touch on starting chats. We seem to have people on here that are doing that almost on a daily basis now, which is great, wonderful. But we need to have where you can, start chats and different things that you can do. A good way to start a chat is to ask questions. Um, or random thoughts or stories that you might have that you could share that would generate conversation. Anything that generates a chat is good. So we should be doing this as often as we can. I don't have a whole lot tonight. But I did want to touch on the outreach team and a couple things on that. We did create an email for verification purposes. If you're on the outreach team and you want to start making templates for us, and we need to start sending them out on event nights and stuff. So we're going to be working on this. And if you already signed up for the outreach team, then we ran into the snag with the verifications because it kept sending you have to text to your phone to get a verification, and then you couldn't get into my site because you weren't using my phone. The problem is the site doesn't allow us to have user admins. So basically, well, it does, but it gets quite expensive if you do that. So we're doing a roundabout with an email verification, which then it will allow you to get in. It should. I'm still waiting to hear back from Avery if she was able to get in on my account doing that. Now, the account is just basically a Jesus Connect account on MailChimp. But anyway, I'm not sure because the way that MailChimp verifies or authorizes is based on devices. So if it sees a new device, it automatically locks it down and makes you, verify. And if you have to verify, you can do it through an email, which is how I have it set up now. And so the email can be given. If you want that email and you want to start making templates, then just direct message me and I'll give you the email information. Okay, best way to do it. So we need people that will be willing to help us on event days. So that would be Thursday, Friday, and Sunday for now. And event coordination would be making, of course, making the posters first and then sending them out. Now we have automatically MailChimp sends them out to my social media accounts. You don't have to do that. All you have to do is if you create a template or we already have one created for that night, all you have to do is go to the template. And again, we'll share this more off on another day when we're not doing a regular meeting. But I just wanted to set this up for you a little bit. And I know Ruby, I know you're a part of that team. So is Nina and Avery right now. So again, I'm recording this for them as well so they can get this. But basically, what you're going to do is go to that template, and when you open it, it has underneath icons for Twitter and Facebook and different sites and such. And you'll simply just click the buttons and it will automatically send it. Now, the reason that's important is because now you're reaching out and reminding people on the day of the event that we're going to be meeting that night or whatever. And so then they can, click on that link and they can even join Discord through that link, or they can just join the event, or they can do both. So basically, you're potentially getting somebody to Discord that will then become a part of Discord. And number two, you're getting somebody to come to a live event, which means, you can basically do that in that way. Uh, is that something that makes sense?
Yes. And
Oh yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Thank you. The other thing is we found a platform for classes that's free that actually works. It's called Microsoft Teams. And I don't know if you're familiar with Microsoft Teams. It's a pretty popular platform now. It's kind of like Slack and like Discord a little bit. But what Microsoft Teams allows you, a team is basically a channel. So just think channel or chat room. And so when you have a team, then you can create teams. Teams allow you to do a lot of things. You can message people like on here. It has all the same messaging features, GIF files, all that kind of stuff. But what it also has, it has file sharing capabilities. You could send pretty much any kind of Microsoft document right into the thing. So if I create a Word document class, because it's a Microsoft product, it automatically gels with any kind of Microsoft. But you can also send in PDF files, anything. So, or you could put a video up or whatever. It's got all kinds of accessible tools to create little classes or whatever. We've got a FAQ up there right now for Jesus Connect. that can also be put right into a Discord channel as well. But it's pretty cool because the FAQ, I cover a lot of things. So anybody new coming into the server would be the reason I want them, and again, we're testing this out. We're not going to run it yet. We're not going to say, yeah, we're using this. It's a test. So if I invite you with a link, just join it and, come on board and test it out. If you like it, we'll all get together on it and decide, hey, this is pretty cool. We want to use this or whatever. But the idea here is like we could even have a team on there for Jesus Connect where we can meet. Sometimes it's good to meet outside of Discord or whatever. And we could, if we ever wanted to do more stuff like whiteboarding, and it's got a built-in whiteboard, if we just wanted to do something a little different, we could do it on there as well. So Microsoft Teams is as a candidate here for getting these classes going, and we could do new believers, people that are new to Christianity and whatever. We could do a class for that. We could do futurized Bible studies. If we change the format and go to a different format on Thursday nights, then we could take that going higher Bible study and we could put it in on the team site, and that could be a Bible study that we do ongoing on an off night or whatever. Sounds like I'm making a lot of work for myself. sounds like I'm doing a lot more work now, but that's okay. I want to see all these things come together. And I think once we have all these things coming together, we'll be able to function a lot better. It's easy to use Microsoft Teams. What's that? Oh, you can't hear us anymore? All right. So with the with Teams, there's an unlimited amount of channels you can create. So it's easy to join in. If you have a Microsoft account, you just simply put in your email and password with the join link. So you can join Microsoft. If you have a Microsoft computer, then you have a Microsoft email already. You have to have that to log into it. So you just simply use that login to get on the Microsoft. That's why I like it. It's simple, it's easy, it works. But we'll be testing that out, and so I'm going to send you guys here a link to your on direct message on here, and you'll just click on that link, and it'll take you right to our teams on Microsoft. It's called Jesus Connect Learning Hub on Microsoft Teams. So I'll send you the link, and we can start communicating on there and test it out for a while. And then I'm not looking to launch this classes until in March. So we have not too much longer, a few weeks where we can get into this. All right. And then the other thing was on direct messaging people. If you guys ever do that or whatever, that's fine. I encourage direct messaging, not to excessive amounts or anything like that. But once in a while, if you see somebody you haven't seen in a while, drop them a line on here, invite them to an event. Follow up is important. We've talked about that, but we are going to be dedicating more time to it as part of the outreach team. That will be one of the functions. It'll automatically fall under that team. And so if you're a part of the outreach team, one of the things that we're going to do is some people might not be comfortable with doing the MailChimp part of it. I love that name, MailChimp. I wish I would have thought of that. But if you wanted to do something different, like, oh, I don't really want to do the making of the templates or the posters or sending out or going to you do social media, maybe you want to do follow up when we have new people joining. And so, a lot of times if people don't get contacted within the first day or whatever, they don't come back. So it's a good idea. We could get people that are not doing that. And I guess if you're a moderator, you would be able to have access to whoever joins the site. Is that correct? I would assume you would see the same things I'm seeing on here. I know as an owner, I'm going to probably see more overall things, but I think it's still on Discord. It pretty much, if you're a moderator or you've got some kind of extra powers on here, you could probably see new people that are joining our server. Well, you see them in the general chat or whatever, because it does give a message now. So those are the people we want to kind of reach out to. Now, if you're a moderator, a staff person, and you should be coming into the chat every day. Like, even if you can come in for 5 minutes, I don't stay on here. I can't. I don't have the time. But I'll come on here every day and I'll just check and make sure, the chat's going okay and we don't have anybody. I've been on here a couple times and I've caught some things and was able to deal with it because other people hadn't caught it yet. But usually we got people here that are catching conversations or things pretty quickly. But I always come on and just check the chat in the general or wherever. If there's prayer requests, I want to respond to those things. That's just follow up, right? That's just kind of what follow up is. But if you see conversations that are going on, a lot of times I won't interrupt the conversation. If people are talking about the Bible or whatever, even if I think they're wrong, I'm not going to correct them in a general chat. I mean, if they're saying something that's outlandish and dangerous, I would correct it immediately, but I would still do it in a direct message. But if people are just talking, if they have different ideas, opinions, I don't care. It's just conversation. Conversation is good. We need conversation. But so what I'll do is I'll come in and but if you want to enter into the other conversations on that's fine. A general chat is for that purpose. But follow up is when you got new people, and we should have something, and this is where I think to be set that up where that automatically messages new people from me, Game Warrior. I thought we did do that.
Sorry, one more time.
Is there a message for me that automatically goes to new people?
Yeah, the bot sends
okay.
that message that you sent that one time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Copied and,
yeah, that's good. All right, that's good because that's really what the follow up is. Now you can additional follow up with people in all different levels of the server. There's people that have been on here for 6 months that do pipe in every now and then. Well, I could still consider them a member just because they don't come all the time. I don't, I'm not going to just boot people off because, I haven't seen them in 6 months. If we had thousands of people and we needed to, to keep better track, then that's one thing, but we're not doing big numbers. So if we got somebody on the server, it's good. Let's just keep them there. As long as they're not doing anything wrong, is what is my point. But so that's really it tonight. I just wanted to kind of reaffirm bumping the server. You know, staying active in the chat is huge right now. That's probably one of the keys. And then also, getting these teams, not, getting them to the point where we're actively doing the outreach is going to be huge. Because not only are you going to be doing follow-up, direct messaging, making social media advertisements for events, helping with event coordination, notification reminders on Discord, just doing all the reminders and things. That really helps. But also going out into, doing other types of outreach where we can actually reach out more to other sites, Christian sites, and helping me with that is going to be huge. Because, and that's not going to be something that we're going to do right away, but with all these things, we're taking one thing at a time and working on it and getting that going, then another thing and another thing. But there are things that we can do, like Facebook campaigns. There's GodTube. There's about 1 million places that we could be. And the biggest problem with that is it's time consuming, and you have to have a staff of people to do that. We don't have that. We have a few people. But I think with the few people that we have, we can make it work. And that's where I got to figure all that out. I got to figure out how I'm going to do all this. But I'm not worried about it. I'm not doing it all at once. So my biggest goal right now is to get the Thursday night new format locked and loaded and ready to go. Because I think that's going to be huge. It's going to draw more people. It's going to be more relevant to where youth are that we're trying to reach. And it's going to be more, I think, just overall a better system for that night. Friday night prayer, we're not going to change that. We're not going to change the Sunday night church. That's pretty much something that is, I like the way it's going. I think that it's good. The Thursday night is the night that I felt we needed to really step it up and make it more appealing, as it were, to the young minds out there so that we can do things that actually tackle the things that are in their lives that are important to them, questions and answers, and bringing the Christian worldview into those things, but in a way that doesn't, we're not trying to argue or even debate. I mean, that might come about as you tackle subjects, but it's not a primary focus to do that. All right, Game Warrior, do you have any thoughts or anything that you wanted to bring to this tonight?
Just pretty much keep pumping the server and stuff like that. Whenever did you talk to Ruby about the server banner event or whatever?
Yeah. No, I don't think I did.
Oh, okay. Well, whenever.
Well, we can talk. We can tell her now.
Oh, okay. So Ruby, we're gonna go ahead and try to make an event so the members could make a banner for the server. Since we have we could have a custom made banner put on, since we have I forget how many boosts, 7 boosts now. So you go ahead and have the members pretty much make their own entry. It's a contest. It'll be like a contest. I guess an art contest or something like that. So they could, whoever wins will pretty much have the banner put on for the server and so on and so forth.
So basically, you would be choosing a banner picture. Can a banner be a GIF file? Do you know?
I don't know. Top of my head, I don't know.
I know, like, you can have in your profile, you can have a Giphy file. I don't know about a banner. It's a larger pixelated image. But at any rate, it could just be a regular picture that's something that reflects Jesus Connect. So the idea would be to create with words or whatever. However, just kind of like what you already been doing for me, doing the posters and stuff, but create like a poster banner for Jesus Connect, and then we're going to vote on them. Whoever has the best one wins the contest, and I know there'll be some prizes and a new car or whatever. No, I'm just kidding. You want a new car? Just basically, yeah, we'll just have something, and then but you get the prestige of having your banner, and we might do several of these contests during the year. But at any rate, that's kind of the idea. I think we're going to launch it next Tuesday night. Sound good? So
She kept on. I think her phone's acting up, or
yeah,
her internet popping in and out.
maybe we should direct message her and send her the information.
Sure.
Actually, yeah, let's do that. Sometime tonight or tomorrow or whatever. It doesn't have to be right now, but you can. Oh wow, my dog just jumped on my bed. Oh no, that's crazy. That dog weighs about 175 pounds. It's like another person. But anyway, yeah, so we can do that, and then we can get people working on that, and then we'll just do a deadline. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna basically put together this event poster or this event. I'll send it to you, and you can edify, modify it any way you want. And because I kind of have an idea in my head how to present it, but then you might have something else that you could change or whatever. That's fine. But I'll send that to you by Friday night, and then maybe Friday night at prayer meeting we could announce it, or Sunday. By Sunday, whatever. We don't want to have to kill ourselves to get something done here, but maybe Sunday night or whatever. Anyway, but we can announce it, and then they can start working on it. That's basically it. And then if we'll maybe after a week we'll judge it. Yeah, right here. You going to bed? Are you going to bed? Just a second. What did you need?
Oh, I just wondered if Mary Jane was home.
Yeah, she's home.
Oh,
She went home after work.
yeah.
You all right?
Okay, thank you.
All right, I'll be out in a few minutes. While I'm up, I'm gonna grab me a cup of coffee. Yeah.
Oh,
I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you.
Here.
Well, I think I scared you. Did you want to come? Did you want to come back out here? Did you want to come back out here?
Sure.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to go to bed?
No, I just wanted to.
All right. Are you okay now?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't want to take your coffee.
All right. Yeah, you're fine. I'm just putting. There's not much left in there. All right. Well, you going in here?
Yeah.
All right. You guys can probably hear me because I got my mic on. But I'll be right back. I'm not going to turn my mic off. I'm just.
Did you have any of that pie today?
No, I didn't.
I didn't either.
I will have some tomorrow. There you go.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
jamming of communications and the cyber attacks, is that consistent with Russia's MO in the beginning of an invasion such as we've been expecting? Anthony Blinken is saying
So, today, since I have you here,
All
as
right.
soon as we have event, hold on.
What event?
As soon as we have the event
Yeah, that event.
pop up, we're gonna have a separate channel for so people could people could put their entry into the channel and and then we would have to
Would we?
Would we?
people would have to after a while we would have after all the entries are in the channel we would have to lock it and from people from chatting in it and just have people using the emojis to check to or I think it's just checks whoever gets the most checks or the most whatever emoji we use will win.
Sounds kind of sus.
Oh god. I'm glad that you're doing pretty good. Oh, okay. How's that dog doing? Tired?
Sleeping. What else?
Oh, I could tell.
All that dog does is sleep and eat.
That's what our cat does too. I forgot how old is she. She's like freaking. Oh my gosh, like I want to say almost 20, maybe.
Oh my goodness. 9 lives and
Yeah.
more.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. My sister got her when she was like my sister was like I don't know 12 or whatever. My sister's now like I think we're 12, 14. She got them. I forgot. All I'm doing now is that my sister's now like 23 or something like that.
Oh wow.
So yeah, and she's still kicking. It's just that I noticed that there one time I accidentally dropped her from hip height and she can't catch herself anymore. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't know you couldn't do that anymore. You know how cats like catch themselves, but yeah.
We had a cat once and it did have 9 lives. It ran away for like a year and came back. And then it got stuck in the neighbor's car motor. You know how cats would climb up underneath and be able to get up in the back when cars were made differently. They could get into the motor and it would warm them up, right? Well, when she turned the car on, the fan got it and cut the cat almost in half.
Oh no.
But it survived and it survived and we had to, sew it up. It just got caught in the stomach. It lived. That cat lived probably 20 years after that. Amazing. So on that happy note.
Yeah, we could probably actually send her the video, send Ruby the video as soon as everything is squared away to fully explain it so she could watch
Well,
it.
yeah. Plus, if we have the event.
Wait, I can hear now.
Hi, hi.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I really hate my internet. Oh my goodness.
Your internet apparently hates you too.
Know that.
Are you out in the boonies?
It's a fact.
Look
at you.
The boondocks. Well, I'm in the big city. I'm in the suburbs of the big city. But if I go anywhere east, west, north, or south, I'm hitting something that's concrete and houses. If I go north, I hit woods. I hit rivers and lakes and miles of nothing. That's what I love about where I live. I can get away from everything real quick. I want to. 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I'm in the Great White North. But if I go south or anywhere towards Detroit, it's all concrete and houses. Hey, Kayshawn, how you doing? No, you're not late. You're casually early. No, I'm just kidding. I'll have a poster for the event banner contest by Sunday, and then we can just let everybody know then what they need to do. But I'll probably send it over to you, Game Warrior, so you can add any different type of information, like maybe the requirements for the banner or whatever. I don't know if there is any.
Okay.
What contest are you guys talking about?
Well, we're gonna make
Requirement.
Is
it good?
I was figuring out my new sewing machine and lost track of time. Okay. Well, you're all right. We're glad to have you whenever you can make it. But the banner contest is basically we're going to make a banner for the server for Jesus Connect, and we're going to have people submit a banner, and may the best banner win. That's basically the contest.
Okay.
So like you would make a banner with like some text, like Jesus Connect or whatever. I don't know. We'll have to look at more detail about that maybe. What do you think,
Okay.
Game Warrior? Do you think it should just be a picture? Do you want them to add text, or they can do both, or whatever?
I say text. Yeah, a picture and text.
Maybe the name Jesus
Like,
Connect, or whatever. Yeah,
yeah,
obviously.
something like that. Or they could put like I want to say we could actually put a verse. Maybe they could choose a verse or something like that, and put Jesus Connect somewhere on there or something like that, maybe to
Well,
make it a little more
you could,
unique. You know?
yeah, either that, or if we're going to have a set, like name and like a sub name, we should let them know, because we could do Jesus Connect, and then like have reaching the internet for Christ or whatever. And that if that's what we wanted to say, then they can create the banner with that in it, and then they could just choose the picture. Or
Yeah.
they can be creative and just do their own text. And then if we decide later we want to change it, we can do that. Either way.
Could you guys put like, is there like a size that the banner has to be like? Is there like, you know how you have to put like like a banner? You can make a banner for like YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, like basically a ratio of it. Yeah.
Yeah, we mentioned that a few days ago. Hold on, let me see it. It looks like it was, I think it was 16 by 9, if I remember correctly. Let me see. Okay. Game Warrior sent a link. It looks like, okay, in a 16 by 9 aspect ratio.
Okay.
At least 960 pixels by 540 pixels.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, that's
Did
cool.
You get all that?
Yeah.
Yes.
So when we give the information out, whenever we do that, we have this already in here.
Oh, you just sent another link. I see that.
What? Where'd you say? Oh, there it is.
Oh no, Game Warrior sent a link to me directly.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even see that. I scrolled up to his other one that he sent in the
Okay.
chat. Oh,
I gotcha. Save image.
yeah, this will work for a banner. That'll totally work for a banner.
How long do we want this contest to run? Like maybe a week and a half?
2 weeks.
We could do 2
I
weeks.
say it depends, to be honest.
You want to do
Probably
it 2
2
weeks?
but hopefully we get people
I'd say-
because
Actually, I'd say a week, because like anyone who's gonna seriously, well, never mind. You're right. They do need time to work on it. Never mind. I was thinking.
Okay.
Never mind.
2 weeks is good.
Yeah, they need time to work on it. Yeah, 2 weeks.
Okay. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Pastor Keisha's trying to ask a question here.
Oh, hey, Keisha. No, not specifically. Do you have anything that you want to share with us? Okay, go ahead. We're open to hear ideas.
Why am not I surprised?
Drum roll, please. All right. Quack. All right. We are going to need people that are on TikTok or whatever to help us out for Thursday nights. In March, we're going to start a whole new Thursday night segment where we share
I'm
a
really
few.
excited for that.
Yeah, we're going to share some interesting, funny videos that are short. Well, they're always short on TikTok, but a couple of them, just it's gonna roll into a segment that we're going to be doing. So we need people that can pull stuff from there. And if I give you a topic or whatever, or just say, hey, would you be able to, if you're on TikTok, it doesn't have to be TikTok, it could be YouTube or whatever, but whatever, and just say, hey, would you grab a few funny videos for us? And then, whatever. So that's something that we'll be letting people know about. LOL. I got a video that's funny about this older couple that gets a brand new computer. It's like from like maybe the 2000s, early 2000s. So this is like years ago. And they're trying to talk to, I think it was their son or somebody, and they don't know how to use it. And it's just the most funniest video watching them try to figure out how to use it. And he's like talking in LOLs and slang, and they're like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, but yeah, you'd have to see it. But I don't even know if I could still find it, but it was so funny. How about some duck soup? I wonder how Johnny's doing. Our Ukraine connection. I need to see if I can find him on here. I'm see if I can get a hold of him and see how he's holding out.
Yeah, I was asking if he was okay. He just said, "You okay?" So I think he kind of, passed the question and all.
Yeah. When did you talk to him?
A couple of days ago. I want to say yesterday or day before yesterday.
Okay. Well, he's still on here then, huh? He's spying on us. Johnny, come out. We know you're there.
The cover's been blown.
That's right.
Wow.
I found them.
Papa, what?
Yes.
You failed. Game Warrior failed the vibe check.
No, I get a hall pass.
No. It's
Oh,
revoked.
man.
Where is it then? GL? Oh, game what? Game loser? I don't know. What is it?
I don't
What
know.
does it stand for? What does it stand for? Explain. That's what I said. That's not his name.
Yeah.
His name isn't Game Winner. His name is Game Warrior.
What games
Good
you
enough.
been playing lately?
Good enough. Good joke. Good joke.
You've been playing
Lately, it's been like off and
Fortnite?
on Rocket League, and then Rocket League lately. I've been playing with a new person. Well, honestly, there are two new people. One guy, he actually wanted to play. He was like literally probably a day old into Rocket League, and he was okay. And the reason why he's getting into it is because his high school is actually they created a Rocket League club. So he actually probably asked me to coach him. I'm like, okay, I know better people than me, but all right. So I'm like, all right. So whenever I'll probably help him, whatever I could do. It's a little harder than it seems because there's a certain buttons and you gotta hit a certain button and put the thumbstick in a certain way at the same time or something like that. It's pretty tricky if you think about it, but yeah.
Do you guys play Rocket League on like a Nintendo Switch, or where do you guys play it on?
It's crossplay. That means you can play on Nintendo Switch, PC. I play on PC. I have a PS4. You can play on PS4, Xbox. I think it's almost
Crossplay.
on.
It's crossplay.
Almost,
I
yeah.
actually played on the chip in my brain. I played on the chip in my brain. Yeah, that's how crossplay gets.
Chip in your brain. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Neuralink. Wow.
Neuralink.
yeah. Like some people say that it went down the wrong pipe. I ate a chip and it went up my nose. And is it in my brain? No.
Oh,
What?
right.
That sounds cute.
Yeah, I think that's all we have to talk about. I don't know for sure, unless anyone else has any anything to say and all.
Wait.
Why did I have a feeling you're going to say that?
Wait. Do people even go here's a random question. Do people even go to malls anymore?
Yes,
Yeah,
I do.
Okay.
we have we have one in our city, but unfortunately, it's not as popular as it used to be. There's another one where I work. Uh, that one gets the most people, and then there's another one about I don't know about 30, 40, maybe 50 miles away. I want to say 40 miles away, but anyways, we went over there, and